with ASEAN. I think fundamentally what we wanted to do was to actually focus about what's happening in the world today and what are the ASEAN challenges that we have. The good thing that we saw today is that I think there is a renewed confidence that ASEAN has things that it has within it. Yeah? Today it is still one of the better growing regions. It has a lot of potential that it can continue to do, and we continue to look at ways and means we can enhance inter-regional trade. So all the ASEAN countries and so on are encouraging increased inter-regional trade. And bawah the Malaysian initiative under the finance track, what we want to do is to enable stronger inter-Asian trade through instant payment mechanisms yang diunjurkan. Yeah? So I think that's a good sign. Yeah, that directionally it was on track and we're going to do. We also had a reaffirmation that sustainable changes for the futures are so important, which means that energy transition continues to be a big topic item, and we will get support, particularly from the EU, in order to help with ASEAN's push towards climate change. Yeah, and that may mean whether it comes in from technical support, it comes in from financing mechanisms, ventures, joint ventures and so on, it will come and help us as we push forward. In the Malaysian-led ASEAN Business Council, one of the key areas that we're looking at is how do we facilitate more inter-Asia, inter-ASEAN business opportunities so that we can drive FDIs in a better form. So I think there was good dialogue and support that we should be looking at things that will increase the ease of doing business, to simplify regulation and so on. So I think all ASEAN countries have also embraced that, to say if nothing else, this recent turmoil that's happened is going to encourage ASEAN to get closer together. It's a good sign. We also recognize that the business councils play an important role to lobby the various governments to do more in doing this. And I think our message to the US Asia Business Council is that you must help us also, because you are representative of companies in Malaysia, in ASEAN, that will have challenges that if this new regime is actually quite difficult, it will also affect your companies. So we want you to represent us when you talk to the government and so on, because you know what we are doing in ASEAN to make businesses prosper, to help you in doing your business, and we're always welcoming along the way. And I think we've got support, particularly from the US Business Council, that they will also play their part to make sure the messaging is also delivered in a better form. In the EU, I think the messaging was similar, but maybe more in terms of what more can we do. As ASEAN and EU also looks at diversification, so encouraging more trade missions, encouraging more connects, looking at promoting more FTAs, so that we can also continue to strengthen that part. We recognize that the position will still be challenging. We all have a shock that's hit the system, but there is a way forward. There is a path that we can manage through in order to address these things, and when we all have to work better and stronger together.
Well, you mentioned about renewing today, but we understood that US imposed another tariff on China, and this probably will cause another shock to the financial market, especially like Bursa a few days ago, almost 5%. So maybe you can touch on the ketahanan on the market and how Malaysia and the other ASEAN can.
I think we all have seen volatility over a while now, okay? Whether you look at Asian financial crisis, you look during the COVID period, you look at shocks that's hit the system, market has shown volatility, and market has also shown resilience, ability to manage through. And I think we've messaged out that, to be clear, that actually Malaysia has its own resilience. We have our own resilience because our liquidity in the market is actually quite high. Local financial institutions, the GLICs and so on, are actually very strong financial institutions, and they look at this not only in terms of investment for the long term, but it's actually a time that they can reset their portfolios in terms of picking quality assets along the way. And we've seen strong institutional support during this period. Hence, the volatility level at the Bursa level is manageable. Bursa has not triggered circuit breakers during this period. It's still been one of the more resilient. And if you look at the ringgit, also has stayed within range so far. So I think it is a position that we can manage along the way. I don't deny that there is volatility, but the key is to understand that can we manage and can we absorb, can we move on. And the key is also to understand what do we do going forward. Can we take proactive steps? Expanding out trade is a proactive step. Increasing inter-regional trade is a positive step. Providing cushion support when necessary is a positive step. So I think that's what we should be focusing, rather than dealing with emotive things that happen as one trigger point. Alright? Okay. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih, Seri.